Jan Amos Komensky, also known as John Amos Comenius, was a Czech theologian, educator, and writer who lived from 1592 to 1670. He is considered to be the father of modern education. In 1608, at the age of 16, Comenius became an orphan, losing his parents and 2 siblings to a plague. He moved in with relatives following this tragedy. Between 1608 and 1616, Comenius pursued his studies at the Latin school in Přerov, followed by the University of Herborn and the University of Heidelberg, focusing on theology and philosophy. In 1616, Comenius was ordained as a minister of the Unity of the Brethren, Unitas Fratrum, a Protestant denomination with roots in the teachings of Jan Hus, also known as Moravian Church. By 1618, Comenius had begun his dual role as a teacher and minister in Fulnek, Moravia, and married Magdalena Vizovská. From 1618 to 1648, the 30 Years' War erupted, wreaking havoc across Europe, especially in Protestant communities. This conflict profoundly impacted Comenius' life and work. In 1621, Fulnek was overrun by Catholic forces, resulting in the destruction of Comenius' home and the loss of his library and manuscripts. Fulnek now houses a memorial in honor of Comenius. Shortly after, his wife and children succumbed to the plague. Forced into exile, Comenius fled to Poland. In 1627, Comenius penned his first significant work, The Labyrinth of the World and the Paradise of the Heart, a philosophical allegory reflecting the war's devastation and his hopes for spiritual renewal. By 1631, Comenius published Janua Linguarum Resurrata, The Gate of Languages Unlocked, an innovative educational text that promoted a method of teaching languages through experiential learning. In 1632, Comenius was appointed bishop of the Unity of the Brethren. In 1641, Parliament invited Comenius to England to contribute to educational reforms. However, when the English Civil War erupted in 1642, he left England and returned to the Netherlands. From 1642 to 1648, Comenius traveled through Sweden and Hungary, contributing to educational reforms in Sweden by writing textbooks and designing a school system for all children. The 30 Years' War ended in 1648 with the Treaty of Westphalia, but religious persecution of Protestants prevented Comenius from returning home. He instead settled in Leszno, Poland. In 1650, Comenius relocated to Sárospatak in Hungary, where he authored Orbis Sensualium Pictus, The Visible World in Pictures, one of the first illustrated textbooks for children. Orbis Sensualium Pictus was innovative in its use of visual aids to support learning. Each lesson was accompanied by a woodcut illustration, making it easier for children to grasp new concepts. The book was first published in 1658 in Latin and German. It was translated into many languages, including English, and remained in use as a textbook for over 200 years. In 1656, Leszno was destroyed during the Second Northern War, and Comenius once again lost his library and manuscripts. He sought refuge in Amsterdam, where he would spend the rest of his life. By 1657, Comenius had published Opera Didactica Omnia, a collection of his educational works, which emphasized universal education, learning through experience, and lifelong learning. In 1670, Comenius wrote Consultation on the Reform of Human Affairs, outlining his vision for global reform through universal education and peace. On November 15, 1672, Jan Amos Comenius passed away in Amsterdam, Netherlands, at the age of 80. He was laid to rest in Naarden, a small town near Amsterdam. He is considered a national hero in the Czech Republic, and his birthday, March 28, is celebrated as a holiday in the country. The Pedagogical Museum of J. A. Comenius in Prague honors Comenius' life and his pioneering contributions to education. Among Comenius's hymns include Studden Nepravazina, whose lines translates as unmeasured well of all divine graces, my soul cries out to you.